What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are taking a look this morning at the stock market indexes. Kicking this video off, guys, with the S&P 500. Welcome to the Micro Futures Trader channel. So the S&P 500 back up at the top end of a range that previously, when we got back up to here, found some resistance, ended up rolling over. So that happened back in here, which was in August of last summer. So 2022, we broke into some new highs for a couple days, and then the market ended up rolling over all the way until October. Market rallies back up, doesn't quite make it that high in December, rolls back over. Market breaks out into some new recent highs, rolls over. Well, guys, where are we sitting right now? As of basically Thursday, it looks like here. So Thursday, the 18th of May, breaking into some new recent highs. And Friday, a little bit of a quiet day on the markets, but still holding in and around those new highs. So this morning, the futures are flat to down slightly, the S&P futures, that is. So we'll see what happens here. Is the market finally ready to break out to the upside, starting to get back into some price discovery, or is it going to chop around and fail and roll over? In my opinion, it looks like this market is getting ready to make some higher moves. So that's what we'll have to be patient here and see what happens. We are long the micro S&P 500 futures, the /MES futures. So we'll see if that position holds or if it gets stopped out. There is some resistance above the market. This whole upper end here, we're at the lower end of this range, this basing structure that, broke down here in May of 22, so about a year ago. And ever since, we've been trying to get back up, bumping our head at the lower end of that range. And it's been resistance. So although this big pattern here looks like it's a bottoming, it's a reversal pattern back to the upside, just like this big topping pattern here broke to the downside. So it's just taking some time to get back up into all of this range here. But like I said, we're at a critical moment here for the S&P. So far, we are holding as of Friday. Thursday we broke into some new highs. Friday, kind of a quiet day, trying to turn this area into support, guys. So we'll have to see if the market can hold, continue higher, or does it follow suit like it has for many, many months in the past and roll over. So, like I said, we remain bullish on the S&P 500 futures. We are long the micro, the /MES, but not financial advice. And we'll see if that position holds. Does it get stopped out or not? So that is the SPX. Guys, welcome to the channel. We talk a lot about cryptocurrencies. Every once in a while, we come on here. We'll cover some of the market indexes as well. So that was the S&P 500. Let's see if we can cover the, let's see here, if we can find the Dow Jones. I was looking for the NASDAQ, but this will work. So the Dow Jones in a slightly different area, not quite as high as the S&P, although it does look like, so right now the NASDAQ is leading the markets. S&Ps are in second place. the Dow and the Russell are lagging, but it does look like this is a reversing pattern here and just getting ready to break to the upside. Of course, we're not there yet. We'll have to see if that takes place and what happens with the rest of the market as well. But like I said, the Dow and the Russell are lagging, but we should be in here for a move to the upside. So hopefully sooner than later. If it starts to take too long, it will be a thing of concern, and perhaps this market is ready to roll over. But so far we have a move up here, a pullback. This is a higher low so far, and perhaps we are in the works right now of getting a higher high breaking out here. So having a nice change in trend for the Dow. But we are not long the Dow right now. We are flat, waiting for the Dow to show some more strength. Let's see if we can find the NASDAQ here. Let's see here. NASDAQ composite. So here is the NASDAQ composite, a daily chart. Guys, I'm just going to clean this up real quick. So we are long the NASDAQ futures, the micro futures, that is. You could see that so we had our move up here, slow and steady move down, higher low, traded up, rolled over, tried to trade up again, undercut the lows. Once we undercut those lows, broke out into some new highs and went slightly parabolic. So I wasn't surprised to see the market pull back on Friday. Didn't pull back much, but this NASDAQ appeared to get slightly ahead of itself. And I was going to be surprised to see it have another big up day on Friday. And of course, that didn't happen, and we closed basically flat. I still think there could be a little bit of sideways to down action for the NQ, but as of this morning, the 22nd of May, the NASDAQ futures were up. So we're approaching, these highs over here where the market rolled over. So we'll have to see if we can break above that or not. That's 13,180.109 would be that price. Approaching some overhead supply, similar to the S&P, the SPX. But right now, the NASDAQ is leading the market. We are long the MNQ, the /MNQ, which is the micro futures. But I think the NASDAQ got a little bit ahead of itself. So if it was quiet for a little while, I wouldn't be surprised. But we do remain long this. Let's see if we can find the Russell. Here's the Russell, the RUT. So the Russell is, let's see here if this is the correct chart. Let me try the other chart here. Let's try this one. Same thing. So like I said, the Russell is, it's having a tough time. You could see all of these areas here chopping, and heading sideways. My concern is that if you essentially had some kind of a support line here, that this breaks to the downside, and that would not be good here. It's what it looks like from a stepped back view. It doesn't look very bullish right now. It looks like this right-hand side here does want to break to the downside, but so far it hasn't, but that is something we are watching. We are not long the Russell. We will get long the Russell, but it needs to start to show some strength. Friday was a decent reversal. I'm trying to clean this chart up. And today we'll reassess here in the morning, and we'll buy the Russell micro futures if they start to show some strength. But as of now, not quite the case. Of course, that's just my opinion. But if they start to show some strength and move higher, we could really see a move up into this 1884 area before finding any real resistance. And then all of this lower end of this range here could act as some resistance as the price approaches, but that would be a decent move up from 1770, up to that 1870. So a little bit of a mixed market. All of the markets, of course, are not heading higher right now. The NASDAQ and the S&P, NASDAQ being number one, are moving to the upside, and they look pretty good so far. S&P is definitely not out of the woods yet, and the NASDAQ looks like it got a little bit ahead of itself. But so far this morning, the NASDAQ is higher. The S&Ps are flat. So a little bit of a weird market. Hasn't been the easiest market to trade this year, at least for longer term trades. If you're trading some kind of a neutral strategy, maybe options, or you're a quick and nimble scalper day trader, probably hasn't been that bad of a market. Actually, we've had plenty of swings in both directions. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments, guys. If you're not yet joined, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the comments. Thanks for hanging around. Has been definitely not a boring market this year so far in 2023. All right, guys. Have a good Monday. Take care.